We're here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new styles, and new topics every single day.
We're a news generation.
Bring news just for you. It's Thursday, November 7th here in Seoul. I'm Song Yujin, and you're watching News Generation. Today, we're joined by Kwon Ji-yeon.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, and Julie and Kim.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Now, both are here to speak on behalf of those in their 20s and 30s. It's Thursday, so we're going to begin with our keyword news. Today's keyword is China. From tomorrow, November 8th, Korean passport holders can enter and stay in China without a visa for up to 15 days. China's foreign ministry announced last week that ordinary passport holders from 9 more countries, including South Korea, are exempt from visas and stay for up to 15 days for business, tourism, family visits, and transit purposes. Now, this is the first time China has included South Korea on its visa waiver list. So what do you think about this decision? Do you think this decision will make a lot of people excited?
Yeah, so this decision will definitely make travel easier for Korean passport holders and likely encourage people to visit, whether it be for business or tourism. And I think it's especially great for people who have friends and family in China. So it will be interesting to see how this will play out in the future.
Right, and especially before, if you wanted to travel to China, you had to pay about 60,000 Korean won, which is around 43 US dollars, just to apply it. And it took about a week to get the visa. So this definitely seems to be streamlining the process because we can now enter visa-free.
Definitely, but there are some factors that you have to keep in mind in advance. For those planning to visit China visa-free, remember, it's only for standard passport holders. Emergency passports don't qualify for this. So this policy covers business, tourism, family visits, and transit, as Eugene mentioned, but you will still need a visa for work, study, or media purposes like Eugene. And be sure to have your travel documents prepared for you, including a return ticket and contact information in China ready. And if you are staying with your family or your friends, don't forget to register your stay at the local police station, whether it's a hotel or a Chinese friend. So keep that in mind when planning your trip to China, as this visa-free policy runs from the 8th for this month. That will be tomorrow.
Right, and it will be in effect until December 31st, 2025, which is the end of next year. And that was our keyword news for this Thursday. We're now going to move on to our main discussion of the day. It's Thursday when we talk about the Korean wave and the global appeal of Korean culture here on NewsGen. So take a look at the screen for more on today's topic.
South Korea is rapidly becoming a popular destination for medical tourism. Medical tourism is when people travel abroad to receive medical care, from health checkups in internal medicine to dermatology and plastic surgery. So, what's made Korea a top choice for this kind of travel?
Right, so according to South Korea's health ministry, the country welcomed 606,000 international medical tourists last year, which is more than double the figure of 2022 and the most since data collection began in 2009. So I want to ask you, Hwan, exactly which countries or where are these visitors coming from?
Well, visitors from Japan, China, the US, Thailand, and Mongolia lead the numbers for medical purposes, medical tourism to South Korea. Following this trend, let's take a closer look at the international patients who chose South Korea for medical services in 2023. So the data source from the Korea Service Korea Health Industry Development Institute, it shows that a significant portion of patients came from Japan, making up 31% of all foreign visitors for medical purposes. And China follows with 19% and the United States with 13%. Thailand and Mongolia contribute 5% and 4% respectively, while the remaining 28% come from various other different countries.
Right.
This chart highlights the global interest in South Korea's healthcare services, while cosmetic and dermatological clinics are indeed popular here. American visitors tend to favor internal medicine and health checkups. Central Asians often seek treatment for serious illnesses or fertility issues. And visitors from the Middle East show a strong preference for advanced care in critical conditions and obesity treatments as well.
I see. Now, we're definitely seeing a growing global interest towards medical tourism here in Korea. So, Julian, I want to ask you, is there a specific time point when we saw this interest kind of explode?
Yeah, so according to a survey done by the Korea Health Industry Development Institute during the height of the Gangnam Style back in 2012, people who have attended Korean concerts and shows were about 3.3 times more likely to visit Korea for medical tourism than those who have not. So this surge in interest became more evident in the 2010s as global attention expanded beyond Korean music and TV shows, embracing like the whole broader scope of Korean culture. So Korea has been increasingly setting global beauty trends with many people inspired by Korean celebrities to undergo plastic surgery. And it has been reported that half of foreign patients visiting Korea chose the country for its influence on its beauty standards. In 2023, over half of foreign national patients in Korea sought dermatology or plastic surgery as treatments. Now, I do want to mention that altering one's personal appearance is ultimately a personal decision, but it's crucial to acknowledge the impact of societal pressure to conform to certain beauty standards, as these can significantly affect one's self-esteem. And the study shows a clear shift in how cultural influences are reshaping global attitudes towards medical tourism. So in conclusion, there is a clear indication that the Hallyu wave has had a direct impact on the rise on medical tourism here in Korea.
Right, so definitely we're seeing the influence of the Korean wave once again. Now our panelists briefly mentioned this, but what do you think makes South Korea such an attractive destination to experience medical tourism?
Well, I reckon there are several standout factors. South Korea's strengths include skilled medical professionals, state-of-the-art equipment, a wide range of healthcare services, and highly regarded in-house IT technology.
Right.
With the influence of Hallyu, the Korean wave, as he mentioned, also playing a significant role here. And medical expenses are relatively affordable compared to other advanced nations, and patients can receive quick diagnoses and treatments. And the entire medical tourism journey is made more convenient with an efficient one-stop service from entry to departure.
Right, so high quality service, which is affordable and also very efficient. So these are some of the advantages of Korea's medical tourism. Now, Julian, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Everything what Julian said, I completely agree with. And ultimately, it all boils down to cost, convenience, and desire to receive these treatments. And I think Korea has successfully positioned itself as an attractive medical tourism destination for foreigners who wish to receive these treatments that are either inaccessible or more expensive back in their home country.
I see. Now, this increase in medical tourism has also ignited more interest in Oriental medicine and those visiting Hanyuan to see traditional non-Western doctors. So can you tell us more about what this Hanyuan culture in Korea is?
Yeah, so Hanyuan refers to a Korean traditional medicine clinic where they provide a whole array of services such as acupuncture, cupping, and offer different herbal medicine for people to take. And many visit these clinics to treat symptoms ranging from muscle pain to minor injuries. But due to the increase of medical tourism in this country, many tourists are having an increasing interest towards visiting these Hanyuans. And last year, the number of foreign patients using traditional Korean clinics increased by 689% compared to the previous year, marking the highest growth amongst all medical departments.
Wow.
And traditional Korean medicine is becoming an attractive alternative in regions specifically in Asia and the Middle East. And now people are drawn to them because of its holistic approach and its less invasive treatments compared to Western medicine. And whether it be to treat symptoms or simply just to receive any beauty-related treatments, many people have grown a deeper appreciation for this medicinal practice. And I also think that visiting Hanyuan is a great way to immerse yourself in Korean culture and learn more about our ancient medicinal practices.
Right, you can definitely learn more about Korean culture that you didn't know before by visiting these Hanyuans or trying out Oriental medicine. Now, Jiyeon, I heard that you're a big fan of Hanyuans and Oriental medicine. So for those who want to know, how does it differ from the Western medicine we know of?
The one who is into Hanyuan, I can explain everything about the details about Hanyuan. Well, Oriental medicine, including traditional Korean medicine, takes a holistic, whole body approach focusing on restoring harmony within the body rather than targeting specific symptoms alone. It includes practices like acupuncture, using thin needles, and herbal remedies that are natural remedies, and moxibustion, which are heat therapy. That I love it, by the way. And they are all designed to boost the body's natural healing powers. So unlike Western medicine, which often depends on strong medication, surgical procedures, Oriental treatments are typically gentler, softer, and focusing on balanced energy within. Acupuncture, that is, for example, can offer swift relief for muscle tension, making it a surprisingly pleasant starting point for newcomers like you.
I see. Now, we talked about a lot of the advantages of medical tourism here in Korea. Now, are there any other standout features or some unique advantages that you'd also like to share?
Yeah, of course. Well, in Korea, the process from scheduling appointments to getting treated and collecting medication is very, very quick and smooth here in Korea. Back in the UK, navigating healthcare can mean enduring lengthy waits. I've got to wait for months, weeks, just to secure an appointment to see the doctor. But in South Korea, if you are unwell and need to see a doctor on that particular day, on the day, there are not many clinics that will take you in without a reservation. You don't need to call them in advance. Plus, if your child has a fever, what you're going to do at night, at the weekends? There are several. There are plenty of pediatric clinics here that runs till evening, or even runs till weekend. They have this weekend services. It makes it incredibly convenient. It's practically 24/7 healthcare in South Korea.
Right, so it's not just about dermatology or plastic surgery or beauty services. You can enjoy a lot of these here in Korea. Now, Julian, I think you'll be able to give some good insights because you can compare your experience of receiving medical care in the States and in Korea, right?
Yeah, so based on my experience, the biggest benefit of receiving healthcare in Korea is the cost. So the US is notorious for its expensive healthcare, but in addition with dealing with the high cost of healthcare, Americans often struggle with navigating a fragmented healthcare system. And so that entails like finding a hospital or a doctor that is covered by your own insurance. That is a challenging process.
Right.
And as an American myself, I found that getting medical treatment should be often a complicated and a frustrating process. But in contrast to my experience in Korea, I have found my experience getting healthcare here to be so much better. It's affordable, and I found the quality of service here to be like exponentially better.
I see. Now we've heard from our panelists. Now it's time to take a listen to our viewers. We also asked them what type of medical services or treatments they would be interested if they visited Korea. And this is what some of them said. Let's take a look at the comments. Galaxy Runner 77 says, I love to fix my receding hairline. Ha ha ha. RKZ LTV says, I want to go to the dentist in Korea to get my dental implants and crowns done. Benny D97 says, I like to have cosmetic surgery in Korea because I want my skin to continue to be clear. So a lot of demands for medical tourism, as we can see from our viewers' comments. For more on this topic now, we're going to invite a young person who has actually experienced medical tourism in the country to our talks after a short break.
NewsGen wants to hear from you. Go to YouTube and search our channel Arirang.News. Click Community and leave a comment down below. Make a new type of news with us.
So joining us today is Anna Andreicheva, a Gen Z from Russia. Welcome, Anna.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for joining our show today. So Anna, what kinds of medical services did you receive in Korea? And tell us about your experience.
Yeah, so I actually had like plenty of services, plenty of experience. So it was like just like regular checkups, or also I got the like procedures. Like for example, I got the stomach endoscopy together with the nerve block injection at my spinal cord. And to be honest, like, of course, those kind of like procedures, they're very like, because they're invasive, so a lot of people try to escape them because they're very like unpleasant or scary. But here I felt very much satisfied because I feel like the doctors and also the medical staff, they really tried to take care of me to like ease and release my burden and my pain, which was very, very nice.
Lovely, Anna. So what made you travel for medical treatment from Russia here to South Korea?
Yeah, actually, even though my original travel reason was like the study, still I had some problem with my hip. So when I did the checkup back home, they said like, well, there's nothing we can see, there's nothing we can do, so we don't know why you're experiencing this kind of like painful experience. So not really sure what that is, but you can take those pills, maybe they will help. So hearing this kind of information at the young age, I was very devastated because I was thinking, well, there's nothing much I can do. But I was thinking, okay, anyways, I'm coming to Korea. So I would, and at that time, I was actually, I knew that about the Korea that's very like advanced when it comes to the medical services. So I was like, okay, I will come and then I'll just go get the checkup and maybe they will help me, the doctors here. So and actually that would happen. So I came here, I went to the clinic, I did the checkups all within like one day. And the doctor said, there's nothing much serious. You just need like the injection at the spinal cord and you'll be fine. And it's actually what happened. So I got the injection and since then I'm still feeling like very good actually. So I was very impressed.
Great.
Yeah, so I have a question for you, Anna. So are your family members or friends interested in coming to Korea for medical tourism?
Yeah, actually, I have some family members who live at the far east of the Russia, which is very close to Korea. So they are constantly, like, regularly coming to Korea for the medical tourists to do like some medical checkups because for them it's way cheaper than traveling to the capital city because it's very far and also very expensive. And also I have plenty of friends who are coming and are going to come to Korea to do these like facials and spa because it's like going viral all over the social media. And it's just very well known for like very high quality of the facials and all those like procedures as well.
All right, Anna, thank you for sharing your experience today on our show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, so ending off our episode today, South Korea has set a goal of attracting 700,000 medical tourists a year by 2027, and experts predict that the global medical tourism market will continue to grow due to its high value. So for anyone considering medical tourism in Korea, do you have any advice or tips that you'd like to give?
Yes, of course. Well, so for anyone considering medical tourism to South Korea, here are a few tips to enhance your experience. Red ginseng has long been a must-buy item for visitors. It's a popular supplement rooted in traditional Korean medicine. Plus, there are also herbal and traditional medicine festivals held across the country.
Right.
Places like Daegu, Sancheong, and Yeongcheon as well. And if you are in Seoul, a trip to Gyeongdong Market will offer a fantastic selection of medicinal herbs. As a bonus, when you arrive at Daegu Station, home to Gyeongdong Market, you can catch the scent of herbal medicine in the air. And if you do have time, try Oriental medicine. Hanyewon, please visit one of the Hanyewons in South Korea. You'll experience a magical thing in your body.
I think you finished the itinerary for those who are interested in medical tourism to Korea. Now, Julian, what kind of tips do you have?
Well, I don't know if I can top that because I don't have any advice regarding herbal medicine or Oriental medicine here in Korea. But I do want to mention that if you are planning to visiting a clinic or a Hanyewon here and either can't speak Korean or you're not that comfortable speaking Korean, you don't have to worry too much because a lot of these clinics here offer some sort of language service, and English as well as a whole array of different other languages are offered for clients that want to visit. So don't worry too much. Have a good time in Korea. It will be a great experience.
Some great tips for our international viewers as well. And that's all from us today, but Newsden will be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Korea time. Special thanks today to Kwon Ju-yeon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And Julian Kim.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. We are
News Generation.